Hello guys, my name is Manish and you are welcome to our channel Genius Prep. So in this video we are going to solve different type of questions related to percentage. So in this we will be solving some question and all those questions are different with a different concept, and I will be teaching you how to solve those kind of questions in those kind of question in the exam. So this is all about this is the second part of a percentage topic. In the first part we talk about the what is percentage, what is the concept behind the percentage, how to solve and how to get the basic idea of percentage. If you haven't watched that video, you can click on the link and you can watch that video and then you can come back to this video. Okay guys, so let's get started with this video and solve the different kind of questions. Okay guys, so this is a discrete quantity question. In this you will be given a question with 5 or 4 options and you just you have to provide the answer. So let's solve this question first and get the idea of what it is saying. Okay, a shirt originally priced at X dollar is reduced by 20%. This new price is then reduced by 40%. The final price of shirt is what percentage of the original price? Okay, so whenever you have question like this in which you have given up initial price and then saying it reduce or increase by percentage, always to make this question easy, always consider this value is equal to 100, because once you consider 100 the question become very simple. Okay, so like suppose the shirt original price at $100, then it reduced to 20% and then again it reduced to 40%. So what you will do, so this is called the consecutively we are decreasing the price of shirt. So first of all we need to find out the 20% of 20% of 100. So what is 20% of 100 is 20. Okay, and then what is the new price of shirt? It is 100 minus 20, which is equal to 80. So after reducing 20% we are getting the price of $80. Then again after some time this new price then reduced by 40%. So this 40% is from this 80. This is not from 100, this is from 80. So the new price will be the we will calculate based on 80. So when you calculate the 40% of 80 is 32. Okay, so this is the reduced, means this is the discount he's giving. So this is not the price. So price will be 80 minus 32, which is equal to 8 and 4. 48 will be the new price of this shirt. Okay, so but what question is saying? The question is saying the final price of the shirt is what percentage of the original price. So original price was $100, final price is $48. So what is the percentage of 48? What 48 is what percentage of 100? That is 48%. So answer is C. So you see, when you consider 100 instead of any other value or you consider an X, the question becomes so easy. So this is the first kind of question and this is a concept you can use when you're solving this kind of question. So in our next question is, if 10% of A equal to 25% of B, then A is what percentage of B? Okay, so here the 10% of A is equal to 25% of B. So how will solve this? You remember, whenever you have given percentage and you have to convert percentage to number, you need what you do, you divide by 100. So A multiplied by 10 divided by 100 is equal to 25% of B. 25 cross B divided by 100. Or I can, if you don't remember this thing, you can use this formula, this another formula, part divided by whole is equal to percentage divided by 100. So it is saying 10% of equal to, so that means this part, okay, we are comparing this part with two different equation. So this is our equation we are using here. You solve this 100 cross 100, then A is equal to 2.5 times of B. Okay, this is not the answer. What is the question? Answer is, then A is what percentage of B. So now A here becomes what? The part, and B is become what? The whole. So you remember the part A divided by whole, okay, is equal to P divided by 100. Okay, so A is what? 2.5B. Okay, you cut this out. So what is this? So now it becomes equal to 250%. So answer will be option E. Okay, so it's very simple concept. You just need to use this formula and you to understand what question is saying. Okay, so now we move to the third question, and the third question is, in a high school with 500 students, okay, 15% of the students are freshmen. If 50 additional students enroll in the school, how many of those students would have to be a freshman for the number of freshmen to be 20% of the student body? So you see that when you see this question, it looks so hard, it looks so complicated, that what exactly it's saying. But actually it is not saying very much. Why? Because first is saying the whole 500 students is there, are there. Okay, you have to find out 15%. So you solve this, you find out what is the 15% of 500. 75. Okay, so out of 500, 75 students are what? Freshmen. Solve this part. Okay, if 50 additional students enroll in the school, so now what is the second whole? Now 500 students were there, now 50 students added, so how many students are there? 550, right? How many of those students would have to be freshmen, or for the number of freshmen to be 20% of the total student body? So what is saying ki how many new freshmen should be there? So this, the total number of students should be 20%. Okay, so what you need to do, first of all you need to find out what is the 20% of 550. So you solve this, you get it like 110 students should be there for as a freshman out of 550 student. Okay, so now this is not answer. Okay, what is saying, what is this question say, how many of those students would have to be freshmen? Okay, 2 for that. So means what is this number? So now we have 110 is the total number of freshmen, 75 were already there. Now we need to find out how many it has been increased. So it increased by 35. So this is the answer. Answer C is the option C is the answer. Okay, I hope you understand this. Okay, so this is a discrete discrete question, discrete quantity question. Now this is a quantitative comparison question. You will see many question in GRE from which has same same type of questions. Like what it says, it will be given like quantity A, B, and C, D, and you have to compare which quantity is bigger out. Suppose this, or the price of A stock is originally $X. After a Y percentage increase in 1992 and Z percentage decrease in 1993, the price of stock returns to $X. So you need to find out what is the quantity Y is greater or quantity Z is greater. Okay, so this there is a two way. First is using logic without any calculation. You can do that. How you will do that? So always remember, whenever you have quantity X, when it's increased by some percentage, okay, and then if you decrease that price again with the same percentage, okay, the value, this value will be lower than previous value. This is the one concept. Okay, so here what we will be doing, we will be using the similar concept in which we will consider, suppose this X value we consider 100. Always remember, when you consider 100, the question become very simple. After a Y percentage increment in 1992 and Z percent decrement in 1990, the price of the returns to value X. So suppose it increased to it is like 10% increment is there, okay, because there is no relation is given for the Y. So 10% increment in 1992, okay, 1.1, which is equal to 100. The new price is 110. Z percent decrease in 1993, so it becomes a value. So now it is saying how much percentage it should decrease the price. Okay, so the new price will again equal to 100. Okay, so it is like, you know, change problem, we change concept we talk about. So what is the change in the price? Change in the price will be 10, original price will be 100, multiply by 100, you solve this, and this is 100 divided by 11, this is around 9 point something something something. So this value is less than this. So this is what Z quantity. So quantity Z is less than quantity A. Okay. Okay, so I hope you understand this. So it's very means in this, it's just you need to understand the language. Always try to consider some number instead of using the alphabet. This is the last question for this video, and I hope we have solved all 10 different kind of question. Okay, so what is fifth question says? Quantity A and quantity B. Quantity A is the interest earned on $10,000 invested at 5% simple annual interest over 4 years. Quantity B is the interest earned on $10,000 invested at 10% of compound annual 10% compound annual interest over 2 years. You have to say whether quantity A is bigger or quantity B is bigger. So first of all, again there are two ways. First we will solve this, and second we will solve this question without calculating. Okay, so first is just simple interest 10,000. Okay, multiply by R is 0.05, multiply by 4, you solve this and you get around how much you get? $2,000. It earns after 4 years. Okay, quantity B 10,000. If you remember the formula, 1 plus rate of interest is 10 is 0.1. Okay, n is 1 over 2 years, you square 10,000 multiply by 1.1 multiply by 2, and you solve this and it comes around 2100. Okay, so obviously quantity B is greater. This is the one way in which you just solve everything, and you another way you can use some logic, and you can just look at the values. Okay, so this is the second way. Okay, so what it says, interest, this is nothing, there is nothing to calculate. Okay, so you get $22,000. Okay, but here what you say, we are using compound interest. In compound interest, the every year the net interest will be based on the new value which we got after first year. So after first year, for the first year base value will be $10,000. Okay, and for the second year the base value will be 10,000 plus 10% of this, that means $11,000. Okay, so just use logic. After 2 years you will be getting what will be the value, the interest value of 11,000 definitely will be more than first year interest value. So this value is always greater than the quantity A. This second part is the second way we are solving this. It is little complicated. Only thing is not complicated, is you just need to analyze, you need to imagine that yes, it could be the value and we can solve it. So it is for the advanced level. If you don't want to go for advanced level, you can directly just solve it and you will get the answer. Okay guys, so this is the different kind of question we solve in this video. I hope you like this video and you got your answer from percentage topic. If you have any doubt, you can comment us, and you can email us also on our email ID, and let me know how you like this video. Please subscribe our channel and click on the bell icon. Till then, bye bye.